What's up, my friends? This is First Down Media, back again with another banger. Looks like the Cleveland Browns coverage just got messy because Trey Wingo just went off on the whole Shedeur Sanders media hype. Yeah, he didn't hold back at all, and now the national media is catching serious heat. We're breaking down exactly what he said and why fans are losing their minds over it. If you're loving these updates, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to First Down Media, your home for the real NFL talk. Let's jump in. So once again, here we are, right after the bye week, and guess what? We're still talking about Shedeur Sanders. Surprised? Yeah, me neither. But this time, it's not fans or highlights making noise. It's former ESPN analyst Trey Wingo, and man, he just torched the entire national media over how they've been covering Shedeur. He didn't hold back, not one bit. I'm going to play the clip so you can hear exactly what Wingo had to say, and then I'll break down why this rant has everyone talking and what it really says about the media hype machine around Shedeur Sanders. Let's roll it.
All summer long, I said I think Joe Flacco should be your starting quarterback, but if you start losing, then you have to turn things over to see what you have in Dillon Gabriel. And eventually, the toxic turning point of every sports conversation, Shedeur Sanders, because no matter what you say about Shedeur Sanders, someone's going to say you are bat bleep crazy for thinking that. So it is remarkable to me how much of a lightning rod this kid has become without ever taking a snap in the NFL.
Trey Wingo, join us now on the hotline. So you mentioned Shedeur, and
I regret it already.
No. You know where this is going. So first of all, I do want to know, because I love the fact that you sometimes play almost media ombudsman with your old place. And what did you think when your old place was having daily debates about the fourth-string quarterback of the Cleveland Browns?
It was embarrassing. They did it because they knew his name would resonate and his name would create some sort of rabid frothing at the mouth when it was based on nothing, when it was really based on nothing. There's nothing to suggest that, A, he's going to be terrible, or B, he's going to be great. We don't have any data. So it's all just guesswork. It's all just opinions, and opinions are like noses and buttholes. Everybody has them.
And Trey Wingo joining us on the show. So what do you think is the truth about Shedeur, then?
I don't know, and anybody that says they know is lying. That's the bottom line.
Well, maybe they're just wrong. Could they just be wrong?
Yeah, well, right, but I mean, but if you, yes, they could be wrong, but if you say you know, based on what? What are you basing it on?
Gut feeling, to be honest with you. That's about as far as it is.
There it is. There is no empirical data to suggest that he's going to be great or that he's going to be terrible, right? Let's go, and people will say, well, he was the highest-rated college accuracy quarterback of all time. I went through the list. Do you want to go through the list of the most accurate college quarterbacks of all time?
Yeah, honestly, yes, please.
Okay, I got to find it, but it's for example, there's only, of the top 20, there's only two guys that you would say, wow, for sure.
Are there like two Hawaiian quarterbacks on there?
Yeah, Colt Brennan, Colt Nose, Graham Harrell. I mean, there's a couple of guys I've never even heard of. Now, Joe Burrow is the 12th most accurate quarterback in college football history, and Baker Mayfield was the 15th. That's it. Out of the top 20, those are the only ones that were surefire successes or have been surefire successes in the NFL. Right. And, oh, by the way, Baker took a while to get there. And then people will also say, well, he won the John Unitas Award. Go look at the winners of the John Unitas Award. It's not exactly a list of Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Now, I want to be clear to people who are now driving into a bridge abutment by listening to me say this in Cleveland, okay? You need to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not suggesting he's going to be terrible. I'm suggesting I don't know. And anybody that says they know is wrong or is purposefully being misleading because there is no information to back up your point.
Well, we've got some headlines from today already. Trey Wingo now.
He's not wrong. Okay, so it's real quick. It's Shedeur, Colt Brennan, Colt McCoy. He had a nice career. Kellen had a nice career as a backup. Kellen Moore, Graham Harrell, Grayson McCall, North Carolina State.
Sure.
Remember him?
Absolutely.
Will Rogers, Brandon Whedon, Case Keenum, Chase Holbrook. That's the top 10.
So you cannot look at me and say, well, he was the number one in this, and then say, well, that's why he's going to be successful. Because read those names again for everybody.
I can't just stop. And by the way, you might lose me for the rest because I'm reading all these names, and now it's just nostalgia all over the place.
It is.
I'm like, oh, man, Seth Doge, all the way down to Greg Ward. Oh, my gosh, goodbye.
One of the greatest. So the only thing I'm trying to get across to people here is you cannot use that as a data point to ensure his success. Now, it doesn't mean he's not going to be successful. I need people to understand that. But when you say that and you say, the Unitas Award winner, it's not a surefire thing in any way, shape, or form. It's not. So nobody knows, okay? Nobody knows. There's no reason. There's nothing to suggest he's going to be great. There's nothing to suggest he's going to be terrible. We won't know until we play.
All right, let's talk about it, because what Trey Wingo just said might sound reasonable to the casual listener, but I'm here to tell you he's absolutely wrong when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. See, as journalists, our job is to talk about what we know about a player before they even step onto an NFL field. That's how it's always been done. When Arch Manning came into college football, the media crowned him early. Heisman front-runner, future first-round pick, the next big thing. But when it's Shedeur Sanders, suddenly everything he's done at Colorado doesn't matter? Really? Why are we moving the goalposts for Shedeur but keeping them steady for Arch? What's the difference here? We already know the answer, and it's got nothing to do with talent. Because let's be real, Shedeur Sanders is miles ahead of Arch Manning and Dylan Gabriel right now. That's not hate, that's facts. And Wingo's argument? It sounds good on the surface. We don't know if Shedeur will be great or bad. But let's call it what it is. That's just a sneaky way to draw attention while throwing shade. Look, I'm not here to bash Trey Wingo, but if we're gonna be fair, let's be fair. We do this every year. We hype up young quarterbacks before the draft, before the season, before the first NFL snap. That's what Mel Kiper and every analyst does. So yeah, in my opinion, Wingo's take, straight up BS. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts down below. Do you agree with Wingo, or do you think he missed the mark on Shedeur? We're back from the bye week, locked in and going hard all week long. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Until next time, stay tuned. This is First Down Media signing off.